I am Mr. Soul of a Man 50 to the 4. So, welcome once again. Um, Today we are talking about, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it, ladies and gentlemen. So, today we're talking about do nice guys finish last? I don't know, man. It's just hit my spirit, just feel like it honestly needs to be talked about. Do nice guys finish last? The dating scene out there seems to be crazy. Everybody naturally seems to have an opinion about it. The case in point, do nice guys finish last? Yeah, they could if they don't naturally take care of themselves first. So, we do live in a world where you really have to put you first. And that's just naturally what it is. And if you the world seems now to thrive around chaos and just ratchetness, and people say, oh, I love peace, but you could find yourself watching all of these different, watching all of these different shows and blah 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 and this and that and this and that. So what that song said, I need a hero. Where have all the good guys gone? Man, they're probably hiding right now. They probably in some kind of what's going on. So they're probably in some kind of witness relocation program, man. I see guys getting passports now, going out the country. Am I mad at them? I'm not, because it's especially here in the States, man. It is wild out here right now. It is just pure D wild. When I was younger and when I was dating, I was called boring. I was called, what I remember one young lady told me, oh yeah, I remember I was too nice. I don't know, I was like, I don't know, maybe early 20s, something like that. And I was the guy to open doors and bring flowers and all of this stuff. Try to be thoughtful. I was raised like that. I'm still like that. A lot of me in that I've just backed off. I've really just backed off. Like I used to walk up. It's just the climate of how everything is right now. When it's raining and pouring outside, you walk outside with an umbrella, or you stay put until that storm has passed. So, and especially if you have any kind of spiritual insight, gifts, whatever it is you want to call it, you see the craziness and you just kind of watch. You're like, hmm, that's interesting. It's like those movies when you it's like those movies and you see a dead body and you see a knife in it and you screaming, "Don't pick up the knife! Don't pick up the knife!" And somebody's walk up in there, pick up the knife, and then in that second, that's when the police come around. So you got to really be careful in these days what you're naturally inviting into your life and around you. You have to be aware of your surroundings and who you're naturally surrounding yourself with. It just seems like good isn't celebrated anymore. That's why I don't watch the news. I try not to get on social media that much, even though I have to get on here to for the brand and all of that good stuff. But so generally, do nice guys finish last? Yeah, they could, because it's I said something the other day. I would rather, they talk about the wolf in sheep's clothing. I would rather be around wolves than wolves in sheep's clothing, because the wolves in sheep's clothing, these are the ones that are gonna smile at you and they're just waiting to devour you. If I'm around the wolves, and I see them howling at the moon, I know what it is. And I know what it is in retrospect. So you really have to you have to really look at what it is nowadays. And it's just like, if you have something good and like you get a nice coat, whatever it is you get, something really good and it's new, you got to take care of it. Like like these people on social media, it's a certain image, so they have to take care of themselves, their bodies. Me, I have to take care of my mind, because I generally help people all over the world. A lot of people are just going through it, and they're gonna continue to go through it because they just don't naturally know how to handle what it is that is the new now, what is out here, at this point in time. So, you mean y'all see the stories, y'all see what's going on with these rappers and and all of this stuff. So you really have to watch how you move, who you're surrounding yourself with, where you're going, what time you're going there. So that's just that's just naturally what it is. So, and when it just seems that everything goes on social media nowadays, it's like uh everybody's dating for clout. They're not dating to get to the other. I don't know these. You don't know what's fiction from reality. I watch these videos and I'm like, I see, something goes wrong on a date, the camera comes out, or the guy goes takes a girl on a date and the dude was like, hey, I got this coupon and blah blah blah. He said, well, the girl's calling him cheap by the end of the night, and he said, well, I told you I had a coupon, so you can only, when you ordering all of this expensive stuff, man, you got I told you what it was, but it's just these are just very, very these are just very interesting in your face times, and things aren't uh, a lot. Some of it's going to get better, a lot of it isn't. That's just that's just what it is. That's just that's just where we are until the people truly stand up and demand a certain amount of change. That's just what it is. When it's almost, who's running the show, but you can't talk about the boogeyman, or it's off with your head. It's almost like in medieval days when you had one ruler and that ruler said, this person did this. They're going to the hangman's noose, or they're going to the guillotine. And that's just these are the times that we're just naturally living in. So if you have anything that is good in your heart and your soul and your mind, you protect it at all costs, because you really need to have every piece and bit of your spiritual protection up now. Not yesterday, not the day before that, but right now, because it's gone past that point of, we're way beyond point of return at this point. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest with it. If you're looking for someone like, well, who's going to come and save me? Like natural, who's going to come and save me? You gotta save yourself. Seriously. If you know the people around you, something is not right, you're not feeling it, man, you better cut that off. Quick. Nah, I'm not, no, I don't know your situations. And you might say, well, Sullivan, man, you don't understand, man. And hey, what's going on, sister? So you don't understand, man. You don't understand what I've been through. Well, you don't. Maybe not. But I've been through some things. I've seen some things. I've heard horror stories, and I naturally get it. Some of it is. It's almost like we're living in a real movie these days, because it's like the stuff that you see, in these times, the broken homes, the broken relationships, the broken people, and it's good to laugh through things, but you can't laugh through everything, because there's a sense of seriousness through all of this, man. There's a sense of seriousness. She says, I keep trying to tell folks that if you are in a healthy relationship, stay in it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. If you're in a healthy whatever, if you're in a healthy relationship with your damn self, you better stay there, for real. Seriously. Because, man, it's like, Lord, these people want, it's like people in relationships, people on these, I was in oh Lord, these dating streets are not for play. No, they are not. It is like the new Wild West out here with everything. Like I just recently had to walk away from a very toxic, demonic job, and I'll talk more about that later. And it's like, you would think that these jobs would have changed, and we need people, and you go in there and put your best foot forward. But I want to believe that all things do happen for a reason, and if you have to if you are anything deemed of a good whatever or great whatever, you protect that at all times, man. You don't have to go marching around telling people what you're doing or what you got going on. You get it together, then you put it out there. That's just, we just have to face facts, man, and we gotta move forward. If no one else is believing in you right now, you gotta believe in yourself. You have a whole army of I don't know what you believe in religiously, spiritually, whatever like that. For me, it's God and angels and ancestors and everything else in between. Um, it's it feels like it's beyond spiritual warfare. It feels like it's getting to spiritual genocide. At this point, because it's like, you know somebody said, so above, so below. So you got to get yourself, you have to really get yourself together. It's nice to have weapons and guns and all that stuff, but guns can't save you from everything. It can save you from some things, believe you me. It can, but it can't save you from everything. This is a very demonic world. Seriously, it's very, it's very demonic. And what you believe in is what you believe in. I'm never here. Right, and it's crazy because somebody said that narcissistic personality disorder is on the rise in most folks. Right, it's you have to really trust you have to really trust your instincts. You do. You naturally have to pay attention and trust your instincts. You have to, um, if something or someone is showing you who they are, whatever it is, it could be menacing, negative, whatever. Believe them the first time. It's like, oh well, they're just have the somebody's having a bad day is probably who they are, and that's what it is. And if they don't go get some kind of help to change that, you're probably not going to be the person to go in, because you don't have to fight everybody's battles. That's the thing. You really have to be wise. You have to say like, uh, man, something told me not to, get into this situation, or you would whatever that may be. So you have to, especially if you have anything of goals and futures and dreams. And I just saw something, somebody was just talking about, I think it was like in a movie, and the girl said something to the fact that you you either want me or you want your dreams. You can't have both. Somebody tells me that, I'm packing my stuff the same day. Like, well, hey, it's fun. I don't care how long, whatever. Peace. Like Pam used to say on Martin. Like, seriously, man. But I don't want to be long winded. I know that, with these videos, you got to get straight to it. You got to get straight to the point. Do nice guys finish last? They can. They can finish last. I know that some people out here have a good heart, and some people are just out here are just naturally broken, mentally, spiritually, uh, financially. Where I was working, I would hear women say, where the ball is at. They ain't balling themselves. So doesn't like attract like. If you are ascending to a certain level, wouldn't either try to be on that level, or stuff isn't just gonna naturally fall out of the sky. It just don't work like that. You got to put in work. People don't want to hear that, but that's what it is. To get where I am right now on the street, and I still got a long way to go. I do. I still have a long way to go. I've seen some stuff, man, but just naturally saying that, um, this the journey of life, of course, is not easy. But then you tack on that, if you want to say everybody wants to be all cutesy with the spiritual, as we call it spiritual, but that's just, I say at this point, that's just a cute buzzword that people kind of plaster over it, but that's dealing with, religion and emotion, and dealing with people transitioning, and um, and you healing, uh, yourself, that deals with breaking generational chains and curses that have probably been in your family probably for generations upon generations upon generations. And imagine you are that person that has to do that. You're that so-called chosen one, and you're trying to help. You are trying to help, and you're and people start talking about you and blah 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 blah. So you walk away, and then people start wondering, like, man, well, what happened to such and such? Well, they had to go because they, you got stuff that you have to do and that you have to handle, and you got to remember that um, everybody's not going to be able to come along in the journey. That's just something that we have to continue to learn, man. And that's what it is. When the time has ended for something, everything now seems to have an expiration date. So when that time, when that expiration date comes, you just let them go, man. You just gotta, that song. You gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them. You gotta know when to run. You gotta know when to walk away. Yeah, I think it's on both ends of the spectrum. I think it's just hard finding any good thing out here these days, because every the price is going up. It's signed, sealed, and delivered. That's what it is. So if you're one of these people and you see everything going up, you got a business or whatever, you rise with that shit. Seriously, you mark your prices just like they're marking theirs out there. And if people don't like it, they're not your clients or your people, because I for me, I've done enough for the I've given away a lot for you. So you wanna don't even come to me with that word unless we are doing something that's reciprocated, where I'm giving, I'm giving, you're receiving, you're giving. It just might be something, a one-off. I might just like, okay, well, let me give an encouraging word to this person, and that's what that is, and I'm going about my business, because I've got other things to do, and it's in the grand scheme of it, it's the we need to have a big picture complex, although we have to take it one day at a time and get that, but it's naturally one foot in front of the other. Like I had a young lady on the podcast, and and that's very true. I have to relearn that lesson. It's really naturally just one foot in front of the other one at a time. But in the big picture, there's this thing is way bigger than we could ever possibly imagine. And I think we don't get it until we really transition over to the other side. But that's they say death is only the beginning. But I don't want to harp too much on that, because we got way too much living to do. Out here, the it's almost like the landscape is being cleansed, as y'all can see out here. People are, you turn on the news and such and such got shot, and blah blah blah. And it's like, and people got to process that. However, how the world that we live in is very big on, it is, and the reality that we live in is, people are very big on celebrity, and I get that. Seeing somebody else doing something that you couldn't even possibly imagine doing, seeing them doing it at a great level, that's that can seem very that can seem very amazing, and something that helps you to move from wherever, that can seem very inspiring, and that's good. I'm all for cheering people on from a distance, but you still have stuff to do in your life, so, but you're cheering for them, but who's cheering for you? That's all I'm saying. So so the nice guys finished last. They can. I think the thing now is shifted more towards the women, but fellas, you have to really take care of yourself here. You really do. You have to have that warrior's mindset, in all that you do. And if you really need to put yourself first, I'm saying take care of your responsibilities, of course. But if you need to really naturally take care of yourself, then do that. If you if you just to put yourself in a better situation, because remember, you still have goals and dreams and all of that stuff too. Of course, it takes some elbow grease, but to yeah, but just remember to just remember to show yourself some love, man, for real. Just remember to show yourself some love. However it is you do that, hey, do that. Me, I like to travel, all that good stuff. So I may need to get away and go do what it is that I got to do. And believe you me, I am going to figure it out and I am going to get it done. But yeah, man. So that's that's the interesting thing. How when I've heard stories of people like, oh, I came in this person's life and I did this, I did that, and they left me high and dry. After I gave and I gave and I gave. So don't ever look at change your situation and change your life first. Make sure you're good and make sure you're happy. You be man, woman, dog, whatever it is you want to call yourself these days. You if you live in Montana, you want to call yourself the King of England. Hey, knock yourself out. But whatever it is, make sure that you're happy first. As long as you're not out there really hurting anybody, then hey, do what you got to do, man. But alrighty, folks, that's pretty much all that I have on today. But yeah, this was in my spirit, man, and I really had to. I really naturally had to come on here and talk about this, man. Do the nice guys finish last? So, and I'm sure there are a lot of stories out there of people having like the resurgence in their lives, and it's almost like if you do something good for someone, you almost have to like have that mentality of like, okay, well, I'm gonna just do this, and if I'm doing it from the kindness of my heart, then whatever lesson they have to learn, I have to learn not to take it and just have to keep moving. Because if you do something for somebody, unless they're like a diehard writer in your life, somebody who's really there and is going to continue to be there, then I wouldn't really expect them to give anything in return. So that's just. It's how it is out here, man. It's what it is, baby. It's what it is, baby. But all right, y'all. I am Mr. Soul Lover, man. Yeah, man. People, they say pressure breaks pipes. Yeah, they say pressure breaks pipes, man. It's what it is. Don't think that you're the only person out here, and it's not about a pity party or a pissing contest or any of that stuff. It's not about any of that. It's about you bettering your life and being in a better situation, man. If you're in one of those situations where it's some kind of it's domestic violence or whatever it is, go get some help. Get yourself, try to get yourself out of that situation. People out there, you got Google, you got but you got the first thing, it starts up here. You got to be mentally strong to handle being able to walk away and knowing that that you're going to be okay regardless of whatever. So yeah, man. But all right, folks. I'm Mr. Soul of a Man 504. Don't forget to book your readings. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these videos and all of that good stuff. But I'll be back soon, y'all. But as always, for now, and don't forget to go to www.soulofaman504.com. Buy all of my books. Yes, I am an amazing author. I don't just do spiritual stuff and get on here and talk about whatever. So I'm a man of many talents and gifts and all of that good stuff. I do these things, so you don't have to. But as always, folks, I'm out this. Peace.